everybody. Welcome to the Islamic House of Israel. Sorry about the little delay. Thank you for being patient. I got a salam to everyone. Happy Sabbath. Yeah, I got a new computer, so I tried to hook up this Logitech to the computer, and it all just didn't mix right. My audio wasn't doing good, so I think this is a little better. Everybody can hear me? Can everybody hear me? Give me a one or something. Somebody give me a one if you can hear me really clear. Get rid of that. All right, salam. Thank you. Cool. Hope it ain't no lag, because that took a while. All right, so salam alaikum, Noah. Jihan, how's it going? How's your Sabbath?
Walaikum salam. Going well, alhamdulillah. How's yours going?
Pretty good. We got a good topic. We got a really good topic today. We're in a holy month, and we just got out of the month of Zif. So we like in the fourth day, one of those days of this holy month. And we call this month Shaban, but we're gonna change it. And I know people thinking, well, what give you the authority to change this and change? We are Israelites. We are the Israelites. The scriptures were given to us, and we got our calendar back, our scriptures back, and we have more authority to do that than any other nation on the planet. If the Romans can make a calendar, Gregorian calendar, they had a Julius Caesar calendar, they had all these calendars that these Romans made up or try to figure out. And we're Israelites. We can create a calendar for our people, for ourselves. We're not slaves anymore. We got to start thinking like that. We got to start thinking about building something for ourselves, because we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to build something for ourselves. We're not gonna have a choice. So when I explain the name and how it correlates, Ahda, it correlates to the Feast of First Fruits. It correlates to this month. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be in perfect agreement. You're gonna be all right. I like it. I'm glad you did that. Perfect. All right. So it's set up so when we die, 100, 200, 300 years from now, our children, they'll be able to look it up. They'll be able to track it. They'll be able to understand which months are which. Just like Ramadan. We looked at Ramadan. We looked at the meaning of Ramadan, and we were able to figure it out based off the meaning of the word. So Ahda is going to be in the same type of situation.
And Brother Mamad.
Go ahead.
And also, just so I'm clear, we lost the name of the third month, right? We didn't have that name.
There is no name. It's just the third month. That's why I can put a name to it, because we lost the name. It says third month. There is no name, and the name what is it? Savon, something like that. That is Babylonian. I don't use like Babylonian and stuff like that. I don't use like Ethnym is not. Ethnym is like original. Ziph is original. But if it's like Babylonian, all that, I don't use it. But the third month does not have a name. So if the month does not have a name, then yes, I have the authority to assign a name. Go ahead, Nora.
Oh yeah, that was just my question, because some folks may say, I was just wanting, just to kind of go ahead and meet that question head on, that the third month in Torah, in our Torah, we don't have a name for it. It just says third month, and we lost the name of that month.
Yes, we have the. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the reason why it was still being called Shaban is because of the Shaban in the Umar calendar was in front of the month of Ramadan, correct?
Yes, it
Okay.
was a full
But
month of Ramadan. Yeah.
now since we know, now since our calendar is clear, alhamdulillah, and we know when the month of Ramadan falls, and we know that the third month is the covenant month, so it's all okay. Okay, thank you, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And like the month of Bull, that's like the eighth month. I think Bull is the eighth or ninth month. That's original. That's in the scriptures. I can show you the month of Bull, and that's not changed. Bul. All right. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I wanna conversate real quick because this is off topic, but we real quick about the month of Ziph. Whoo! I didn't know the month of Ziph was like that. The month of Ziph, it is. It's a rough month. It's a drama month. It's a drama filled month.
Yes.
It's a drama filled month. All right. The children of Israel murmured. All that stuff they were doing, a lot of that crazy stuff they were doing was in the month of Ziph. And let me tell you something else. Guess who came in the garden on the 17th of the month of Ziph?
Who?
Guess.
Shaitan.
Shaitan. It says the
Right.
month of Ziph on the 17th of the month of Ziph. Is it a book of Jubilee? We can go to it if you want to in a minute.
Yeah.
But the Shaitan came into the garden. All that mess happened in the garden in the month of Ziph.
Really?
All this pollen and stuff that, man, my allergies was crazy during the month of Ziph. But
Mm,
now the allergies has died down. But yeah, the month of Ziph is the flower month. Flowers, the pollen and the bees and the flowers. It's a flower month. That's what it is.
mm.
That's the sign. That's how we know that it's the month. And no,
And
do you want to share about that, or you want to wait until you
well,
about?
I mean, now since you're talking
Wait,
about the month of Ziph, then I'll just piggyback on that. So it was so crazy.
one second. And
Uh-huh.
Ziph, that is original too. Ziph came from the scriptures. It's in the scriptures. Go ahead.
Right.
I
So
didn't make
so
that up.
okay. So it's so crazy. That I just kind of found this out by accident a week or so ago. Talking to a Israelite fella, who of course they don't know the Israelite elder,
Yeah,
and
he's a builder.
yeah, it
Very
was
smart.
it was an elder, very smart elder, and we were just talking about allergies, and the elder suffers has been suffering with allergies, suffering with allergies all his life, and then he had made a statement, just a sidebar statement. He said, but the good thing is the temperature is getting ready to hit 90 degrees in a couple days, and that's going to burn the flowers,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to stop them from pollinating. And
Yeah.
I said, what? He said, yeah, that's pretty, common, that, when the temp hits 90 degrees, the sun basically halts the flowers from pollinating. And I said,
And
how in
that's,
the world? I said, how in the world did you know that? He
yeah,
said, well,
he don't know anything about us. He don't know anything about nothing, right? He don't know anything about IHOI. He don't know anything about no months or nothing like that. Go ahead.
just the Israelite still in the dark, elder. I said, well, how in the world did you know that? And he said, well, I've been going to allergy doctors all my life. And the doctor shared with me that, that your allergies will calm down when the flowers stop pollinating, and that the flowers stop pollinating when it hits 90 degrees.
90 degrees. And it hit it around Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It was like 90 degrees, 92 degrees. I know Friday was like 92 degrees.
Right. And that happened.
That's when the flowers shut off, right?
Right. And he said it shuts up. And that happened right at the end of the month of Ziph. And
Mhm.
I was like, alhamdulillah, and the elder was like, what? I was like, man, and then of course, I went into my tangent. I was like, because the elder was around, family was around, and I was like, don't y'all see that y'all Israel? Like, you don't even understand the information that you just gave me. I said it further solidifies the calendar and our month. And then I went into this tangent of, we're in the month of Ziph, and I explained to them about the month of Ziph and our calendar, as Israel. And they were like, well, yeah, we're definitely Israel, so in
Yeah,
So,
they ain't nothing about no months though. We're good.
but they, of course, they don't know about the month. I mean, it's like the elders know they're Israel, but they don't know to the extent of it, and they're still doing what they do. They still, doing what they do. But of course, kind of growing up and everything, they know, but then they don't know type thing. And so I thought that was alhamdulillah. That was just a little sidebar that I learned at the end of the month of Ziph.
Yeah, that month is it, but you gotta guard yourself, Noah.
Right. That is
You
so
know,
true. Yeah. It was like to say.
I was acting the fool, no, huh? Was I acting the fool? No, we ain't getting personal. I was acting the fool.
Right. We were all acting a fool.
Man, I'll tell you, boy. It's like it calmed down, everything cool now. Everything's calmed down, it's calmed down. But yeah, man, when that month come around, I'm not saying it's like a bad month, but it's like um yeah, it's a month we need to be on guard, boy.
So,
Shoot.
to go back to the scriptures, you're saying so in the book of Jubilee, that's when the serpent came into the garden and came at Eve.
Yeah, you want to
Eve.
read?
Yes.
Jubilee 3:17.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. I'll share my screen.
Yeah, those allergies will make you very irritable, man. Hold on, share your screen. Hold on. So we in Jubilee 3:17.
Okay.
And this is a good like build up to the topic. This is a good build up to the topic because we're in this going from second month to third month. 3:17. It should be there. Hold on. That's what I got. Hold on. Let me see. The Richard, Garden of Eden. I
Is
got
this
three.
is this
I
right?
got 3:17. It's weird. I got 3:17.
Unless this is, I mean, let's see, is this the correct?
If not, I'll find it real quick. I apologize.
This is Book of Jubilee 3.
Yeah, let me give me a second. Hold on. That's what I wrote down.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. It ain't gonna take me long. Just keep it up.
I stopped sharing my screen.
I'm sorry. I wrote it down. I was prepared. Let's see. Yeah, that's what it says. Yours must be wrong. Jubilee 3. Yeah, Jubilee 3:17.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Do you want
get, give me one. Do you have the Book of Jubilee up? I think.
yeah, you want me to go ahead and just share mine?
Yes.
All right, let me share mine.
Because the one that
All right. Let me see. Hold on. Microsoft tab. Yeah, I got a new computer, so give me 1 second. Windows, entire Windows. That can't be it. We got a real patient group. Let me just check.
I think I'm in 3 because I found the other book of the. I think I was on the wrong one, but I think I'm back at the one that I keep.
Okay, yeah, I got this new computer, man. You
Okay,
just
let
share
me share my let me
one of those
share my
ones.
screen.
Stock screen.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
All right,
Okay.
let's do it. We good. We good.
All right.
317. 317.
Okay, here we go. So this is chapter 3, verse 17. All right, here we go. All
All
right,
right,
so
we're good.
okay. And after the completion of the 7 years which he had completed there, 7 years exactly, and in the second month on the 17th day, the serpent came and approached the woman. And the serpent said to the woman, hath God commanded you, saying, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And she said to it, of all the fruit of the trees of the garden, God has said unto us, eat. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God had said unto us, ye shall not eat thereof, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that on the day you shall eat thereof, your eyes will be opened, and you will be as the Elohim, and you will know good and evil. And
See?
so yeah, so second month,
We
7.
got Abib, and then we got Ziph.
Mm,
Is that crazy?
that is crazy. Wow.
Murmuring, then we got the Shaitan out. That's I don't know. It's not a bad month. It's just a lot of stuff happening that
A
month.
lot of things going on.
Craziness.
Mm.
I'll be prepared for it next year. Yeah. All right. So good. What's next on the list? All right, we're gonna talk about the third month. We are in the third month. This month. Oh, let me answer. Let me answer this question first. Let me go up. I was gonna answer.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you that. I was going to answer the question.
Okay, so Mr. Rashid said he was confused about the Quran. Says anyone can believe, including Gentiles. So what if the sons of the Gentiles who wrong us become believers? I get that, brother, but Allah said he will pay them back. Happen. Okay, so this is about the Gentiles. So basically, I mean, this is what I interpret Mr. Rashid is saying, that the Quran says that the Quran is supposed to be a mercy for the Gentiles. Good. Okay. So, yes, the Quran is a mercy for the Gentiles, but it doesn't mean that the Gentiles are going to believe. It doesn't mean that the Gentiles is going to accept the Quran. It doesn't mean the Gentiles cannot um become hypocrites or go rogue. It doesn't mean all Gentiles are chosen now. It doesn't mean that. The Most High, let me give an example. Let me give an example of what I'm trying to say. All right. The children of Israel. The children of Israel receiving, if you receive 100 prophets, 100 messengers, and I'm gonna use you, Noah. If you receive 100 messengers, is that a good thing? Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
Sound like we sounds like we having some issues with hearing and obeying. We got 100 messengers.
Right. It's a good thing for the believers, but it is a bad thing if a child is really, really bad and you keep sending messages after messages after messages. That's not always good. All right. It's good for the people that believe. The Most High does not change. The Most High sends messengers for the reason so you can't say you didn't get one. All right. So on the day of judgment, the Gentiles the Gentiles can't say you didn't send us nobody. The Most High is just. So now they can't say they didn't have a chance. It doesn't mean they're automatically in. All right. For the believers of the Gentiles, they'll be okay. if they believe in all the scriptures. But if they're over there in hadiths and they're not believing in all the scriptures that's sent down, then the Quran says they're no better than disbelievers. That's what the Quran says. But yes, Gentiles, and we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk the third month. The third month is for Gentiles as well. The third month is it started before Israel. This third month thing is for Gentiles as well. But Gentiles can believe. We had many Gentiles after Muhammad, peace be upon him, after he died. They murdered Muhammad's family. You got the Roman Gentiles who murdered Isa's followers, took over the religion, and called it Roman Catholic. So a lot of most of the Gentiles are still in loss. They're a little better. Picture a world with the Romans where the Romans don't have Christianity. Picture a world like that. Picture a world where the Arabs don't have at least Sunni Islam. Picture all of those jokers worshiping idols, burying their daughters, being Greek, like and throwing people in the lion's den. It cleaned them up. The little crumbs, the crumbs that we gave them, cleaned them up.
Brother Mema, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Um, I wanna, I because I had went to Job 3. And I just this is so
Read
deep.
it. Read it.
I want to share my screen.
Read it.
All right, so it says here, yes, in those days, and at that time, when I restored Judah and Jerusalem from captivity, I wait, give me one sec.
All right, you keep it up. I'll read it. You good?
Okay, give me one sec. Okay. All right, it says, yes, in those days and at that time, when I restored Judah and Jerusalem from captivity, I will gather all the nations. I will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. There I will enter into judgment against them
Yes.
concerning my people, my inheritance, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, as they divided up my. Look at this right here. Check this out. Check this out. This here is so deep.
I know where you're going. I already know where you're going.
As they divided up my land, they cast lots for my people. They bartered a boy for a prostitute and sold a girl for wine to drink.
Oh, I gotta say something. Oh, I gotta say something. I
Now,
gotta say something.
a couple
I gotta
things.
say something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Hold on. I want to say something. No. Let me say something. Let me say something.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So wow, I'm glad you read it. This doesn't sound. They don't sound like true believers. A boy for prostitution. That's homosexuality. That's not homosexual. Yeah, it's homosexuality. It's also um pedophilia. So this does not sound like believing people. Go ahead. I just want to say that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Man.
Yes, sir. Now, first thing that came to me was, let me tell you, don't let anybody, which I know y'all aren't, but don't let anybody tell you you're not Israel.
Honey, you're breaking up. Repeat what
You
you said.
hear
You're
me?
breaking up.
Don't let anybody say to you that you're not Israel. Look, this just said right here. Look what this just said right here. It said they bartered for a prostitute and they sold a girl for wine to drink. What were they bartering us with when we were sold into the transatlantic slave trade? What were one of the things that they bartered the slaves for? wine. That's common knowledge. That's in the history book. Now, so for me, now that I have understanding of who we're talking about, because Gentiles are people who are not Israel. That's what Gentile is, people who are not Israel. Okay, you got some Gentiles who are accepting Islam, like the folks in Pakistan, like the folks in India, like Indonesia. Those types of folks, they're accepting Islam. Then you had those folks who bartered us for a wine or drink. Those same people, those same people took the Most High's land and divided it up, and they cast lots. They said, "Oh, you own this. You guys take this piece of it. You guys take that piece of it." We remember the different treaties that they had. Okay, all these different treaties where they divided up the people. They created these crazy these false countries. Okay, they took and they made a country, and they took and put a people into a land or what have you. To go on, you all are knowing what I'm saying with that. So they did all of these things. Now we fast forward to this time that we're in right now. Those same people, if we look at Islam and what's going on with Islam and the Muslims and so on and so forth, same people are killing Muslims that have killed Muslims. Same people are not accepting Islam. You have a few sprinkles of them here and there who are accepting Islam, so that means that would put them inside of a different pot of people. But on the whole, there is still a slander, a propaganda that's going out against the Muslims worldwide. There's a brush that's being painted that Islam is some type of terrorist type of group and organization and so on and so forth. There is even now a brush that's being painted that because Israel is starting to come up, that's some type of cult type of culture. Okay, so as I read this verse, Alhamdulillah, there's no confusion in it. There's no confusion in it. It's Allah sends clear signs for those who would reflect. The Quran is a light to the Gentiles. It is a light to the world because Allah is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Allah is the most gracious, and the most merciful. Allah is saying in His book.
You break it up. You break it up. You break it up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Allah is saying, world or mankind, accept this message, and you will be okay. You don't accept this message, then you get ready for two moments in time.
You're breaking up.
Okay, so something's distorting me. But you get ready for two moments in time. That great and dreadful day,
Right.
and the day of judgment. Accept this message, mercy. You just get ready for those. And when that great day happens, well, okay.
Right. Right.
Alhamdulillah.
Yep. I want to say this. That was good. That was good. Could you go to Deuteronomy 5:9?
Deuteronomy 5:9.
If you see, I was trying to get y'all to. All right, let's start thinking. Let's start thinking like angelic beings. All right, let's stop thinking like humans. The Quran is set up. It talks about 4 holy months, but they don't have the 4 holy months. They don't have them. Certain things were supposed to be opened up at a certain time. We got cursed for what our forefathers did. We went into slavery for what our forefathers did. If your mother smoked crack and the child will come out of what? No. If a woman smoked crack, the child will come out what?
Crack.
Come out of what?
A crackhead.
A crackhead. So we are being punished for things that our forefathers have done. They will be punished for things that their forefathers have done. And the racism in them is going to prevent them from knowing the truth, because the truth is going to be given to that star in Judah. A star will rise up in Judah. And that racism, nothing good can come from a Negro. Nothing good can come from black people. No. That's where the religion is going to come from. They don't even know it. They're so racist and they love their scholars when the Most High is going to give the real religion to the downtrodden. And their racism is going to blind them. Not all of them. Not all of them. And they're going to be led astray by their own selves. Now I need you to go to Deuteronomy 5:9. I hope that's it. There we go. That's it.
It says, "You shall not bow down." Yeah, my voice is so distorted. I hear that. "You shall not bow down to them or worship them. For I, the Lord your God, am a God,
Jealous God.
visiting iniquity of the fathers on their children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing love and devotion to thousands of generations of those who love me and keep my commandments."
Pause it. So in this world, yes, you can. Your parents can they can, if your mama got some type of disease or a sickle cell trait, they could pass it down to you. But on the day of judgment, you're not gonna be charged for what your fathers and your mothers did. But yes, if your parents got the AIDS or something and you come out of, you can get it. You could get the sins of your forefathers. You could get certain diseases, certain illnesses because of your parents. You could carry some sins of your parents that you have to get off you. What they say, generational curses. And that's for them too. Because the Most High promised us, if we renew the covenant, all the curses that's upon us is gonna go to them. They're going back into the dark ages. When Muhammad was here,
Mm, mm,
tell me, let me ask you a question. When Muhammad was here,
mm.
what was Europe? Was
Dark,
Europe paradise? They was in the what?
in the dark ages.
It was in the dark ages. When Muhammad and that angel was here, the Europeans were in the dark ages.
You went
They couldn't
from
read and write.
you went from having public bathhouses and sewers to dark ages with feces.
And guess what? It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. When Muhammad was here and that angel was here, they went from the Greek civilization and the Roman civilization. They was the Greeks and the Romans. They were like the greatest civilization on the planet, man. I know the Greeks. The Greeks, beautiful civilization. They lost it all. They went into the dark ages, lost it all. Walk around looking crazy. We can't be at top. We can't be on the top at the same time. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry. When we go up, it's either us or them. And I'm not no sacrifice. I don't want to die and my children on bottom. No, it's either your life or their life. We both can't be on the top at the same time. Now, if you want to sacrifice and we all just sacrifice and we be on the bottom, nah, I don't want to do that. So if we renew the covenant, you're gonna see them fight wars against each other. You're gonna see them break each other down, bomb each other, and they're gonna be just desolate. And we're gonna just rise up to the top. It says it will be safety in Judah and Jerusalem. Safety. So the more we do righteous, the more they go down. Now, if I was them, I would cling unto, like I said on Facebook, they better cling unto the Israelites. They better come to us, and they better come to us and be like, "Hey, man, I believe y'all Israelites. I'm with you. What I need to do?" Because they don't know about the third month. They got a covenant too. The Gentiles have a covenant that they don't know nothing about. But we know about it, and they need to come to the people of the book and ask them about it. The head and not the tail. And I know we've been taught to be Martin Luther King and nice, and we are nah, that's a fairy tale. That's why they don't want you to whip your kids. They want you to be they want you to act the fool. When you have the gangs fight against each other, what happens? The police comes in and does what?
Lock you up, put you in prison.
Yep, you fight each other, and then they come and lock you up, and you work for them, and you're at the bottom, and they're making money off you. That's a dummy.
The only thing we need to do is be righteous and
That's
get
it.
back to the covenant. We don't have to do all this crazy stuff. We don't have to go out, we don't have to walk on the streets, we don't have to do none of this mess, hold up the signs, this and that, and the third, all this crazy stuff. Do that. Just
We ain't got to do no black power. We ain't got to do none of that.
get
We ain't
back
got to
to
do
the
nothing.
covenant.
All we got to do is do this calendar, get back to these laws, and Russia, China, they all gonna fight each other and just kill it. It's gonna be a war zone, and we're gonna be on top. Now, when America is gone, Saudi Arabia, where they gonna get their food from? They're desert. The only people gonna have food is who? Nor. What continent is gonna have food?
Africa.
Africa. Africa got plenty of land. Saudi Arabia ain't got no food. They're gonna have to buy it from us. So it's easy for the Most High to turn it around and make the the head, not the tail not the head. Switch it around easy. We're the problem. That's why he has to switch it around. We're the problem. So I hope that answered this question.
Yes, he said it answered. I mean, he said he got it. Brother Rashid said he got it.
Cool. Yep. That's good. All right, so let's get into it. Third month. And this perfect. We're going into it. Third month. This month deals with Gentiles as well. Let's go to Jubilee 6:1. Can you go there for me? Jubilee 6:1.
Yes.
And every year we're gonna go over this over and over and over. But we're gonna have new people come in. And we need to repeat something. This is gonna be a long one. Because I got a PowerPoint.
Oh, okay.
It's not that long though. 6:1, Jubilee 6:1.
Okay, I'm trying to get the Okay, give me 1 second.
It talks about Noah. There we go. That's it. Yep.
And on the new moon of the third month, he went forth from the ark and built her on that mountain. And he made a for the earth.
Yeah, you're breaking up. You're breaking up, man.
Can a brother?
I'll read it. I'll read it, Noah.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to go out and come back in?
Yes.
All right, and I'll read it. Keep it up. Oh, yeah, you can't keep it up, can you? And go out and come back in. Just let me finish this point, and I'll let you go back and come back in. I'll read it. Okay. All right. And on the new moon of the third month, he went forth from the ark. It's talking about Noah, and built an altar on that mountain. And he made atonement for the earth. Talk about the third month. And took a kid, that's a goat, baby goat, and made atonement by his blood for all the guilt of the earth. For everything that had been on it, had been destroyed. Now, this situation is before Israel. This is Noah. This is for all mankind. This is for Gentiles. This is way before Israel. They were ever save those that were in the ark with Noah. And he placed the fat thereof on the altar. And he took an ox and a goat and a sheep and kids and salt. Don't forget the salt. And a turtle dove and a young dove, and placed a burnt sacrifice on the altar, and poured thereon an offering mingled with oil, sprinkled wine, and strewed frankincense over everything, and caused a goodly savor to arise, acceptable before the Lord. The Lord smelt it, the goodly savor, and he made a covenant with him that there should not be any more flood to destroy the earth. So right there, Noah, pause for a second. He is renewing this covenant. And I can show you where Adam did the same thing, close to that month. It doesn't say third month, but after that second month situation, then Adam did a burnt offering. All right. And I think Cain and Abel, but all right. That all the days on earth, seed time and harvest, should never cease, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night should not change their order, nor cease forever. All right, let's scroll down. Keep going, scroll down. All right, right there. Hold on, let me see this. Hold on. No, we're good. Go up a little bit. Can you hear me?
Right. Yes, I can hear you.
All right, where was I? Life thereof. Behold, I almost skipped that part. Let's go to 6. And behold, I have given unto you all beasts and all winged things and everything that moveth on the earth, and the fish in the waters, and all the things for the food, as the green herbs. I have given you all things to eat. But flesh, this is for the Gentiles and for us, but flesh with the life thereof, with the blood ye shall not eat. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, lest your blood of your lives be required. At the hand of every man, at the hand of every beast, shall I require the blood of man. Whosoever sheddeth man blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of the Elohim made he man. And you increase ye and multiply on the earth. And Noah his son swore that they would not eat blood, any blood that was in any flesh. And he made a covenant before the Lord God forever throughout all the generations of the earth. Could you read that last part? Of the earth and what?
In this month.
In this month. Now this is a covenant that the Gentiles should and is it is ordained that the Gentiles partake in this. On this account, he spake to thee that thou shouldest make a covenant with the children of Israel in this month, the third month, upon the mountain with an oath, and that thou shouldest sprinkle blood upon them because of all the words of the covenant which be with them forever. And this testimony is written concerning you, that you should observe it continuously, so that you should not eat on any day any blood of the beasts or the birds or cattle during all the days of the earth. And the man who eateth the blood and the beasts or the cattle during these days of the earth, he and his seed, his children, shall be rooted out of the land. And do thou command the children of Israel to eat no blood, so their names and their seed may be before the Lord our God continuously. I'm gonna pause right there. No, I need to pause. I need to do one more. And for this law, there is what?
No limit of days.
Keep going.
For it is forever.
It is forever. Keep going.
They shall observe it throughout the generations,
so
that they may you, supplicating on your behalf with blood before the altar.
Every day. Keep going.
Every day, and at the time of morning and evening, they shall seek forgiveness on your behalf perpetually before the Lord, that they may keep it and not be rooted out.
All right, so this covenant right here is to keep you established in the land. So if we go to a land, we buy some land, we go to a land and we start drinking blood and stuff like that, then the earth will root us out. The earth will have drought, hurricanes, all kind of stuff that'll push us out of the land. We might have some crazy rogue tribe come in and kill us all. We'll be rooted out of the land. So sometimes in Africa, when you see these crazy famines and stuff, you need to research and see what they're doing. Like, what are they drinking blood? All these cattle diseases and stuff like that. A lot of times that happens because they're drinking blood or worshiping idols. All right. So this is for the Gentiles. Are the Gentiles keeping this up? Do the Gentiles even know the calendar? No. Do the Gentiles know the calendar?
No, they
They know
don't.
they're supposed to be doing this. So they lost.
Nope.
All right, 16. He said his bow in the clouds for a sign of return of the eternal covenant, that there should not again be a flood on the earth to destroy it all the days of the earth. For this reason, it is ordained and written on the heavenly tables, that they should celebrate the Feast of Weeks in this month once a year to renew the covenant every year. To renew the covenant every year. It's supposed to be celebrated every year. So what day are we supposed to celebrate? It's one day that we're supposed to celebrate the Feast of First Fruits, also called the Feast of Weeks. It's of doer nature. Do we know the day? We're in the month. There's a specific day that we're supposed to keep. We're supposed to renew this covenant. We're gonna figure that out. Anybody know the day? Anybody in the chat? Anybody know the day we're supposed to keep it? What is the day? 1, 2, 3. Day 1, day 2. What is the day? Give me a second. Give me a second, Ashley. Give me 1 second. If you don't know, say I don't know. I know you might know, Nora. You should know, Nora. You said day 1? All right, you said day 1. Thank you. All right, so hold on. Day 1. All right, let's find out. Let's find out what day. All right, so I want you to go to Nora, go to Jubilee.
Okay.
Go to the beginning. Read that.
And it came to pass first of the exodus of the children of Israel out of Egypt in the third month on the 15th day of the month that
Go back.
God.
Go back.
Mhm.
Read it again. That
It
on the
came
what day?
in the first year of the children of Israel out of Egypt in the third month on the 6th day of the month.
On the 16th day of the month. God spake to Moses, saying, come up to me on the mount, and I will give the 2 tables of stone of the law and of the commandment, which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. The 16th day. I'm not saying that's the day. I need you to go to Jubilee chapter 15.
Okay. 15.
Please pay attention. Pay attention. Because I'm going to go to my PowerPoint. We're going to get into some good stuff. 16th day. Enoch says the third month has 31 days in it. 31 days. Remember that. 31 days. 30, 30, 31. Read that for me, please.
And in the 5th year of the 4th week of this Jubilee, in the 3rd month, in the middle of the month, Abram celebrated the feast of the first fruits of the grains.
Pause it. That grain is wheat. That's when wheat is harvested. The grain harvest. All right. So 3rd month, middle of the month. If there's 31 days in the month, what day is that? What day did Abraham celebrate the feast of first fruits?
That's going to be the 16th.
That's going to be the 16th day. Just like Musa. Am I correct?
Yes.
The middle of the month. 31 days, 16 is the middle of the month. So that's what Abraham, and that's when the covenant, keep going. That's when the covenant was given to Abraham. Keep going. And he offered.
And he offered new offerings on the altar, the first fruits of the produce unto the Lord.
Pause it. You don't have to go through all that. Go down to 3.
Okay. And the Lord to Abram and said unto him, I am God Almighty. Approve thyself before me, and be thou perfect.
Pause it. Be thou shalom. Be perfect, shalom. Be perfect. Don't have any. That's Islam. That's the real definition of Islam. That's why we say Ibrahim, because he said Noah was perfect. Abraham, be ye perfect. That's shalom. To be the real definition of Islam is to not have any problems with the Creator, to be perfect in His sight. All right, that doesn't mean that you are a perfect. All right, let me say this. Let's say I go and I commit a sin. All right, I commit a sin. I did something wrong, but I did a sacrifice, and the Most High covered it up. So in the eyes of the Most High, I'm perfect because of the sacrifices. It made me perfect. Abraham could have did sins, but that sacrifice, it covered it all up. You know what I'm saying? So he was perfect in the Creator's eyes. It means do not die unless you're in a state of Islam. Do not die hating the Most High. Do not die where the Most High has a problem with you. That's Islam. All right. If you die with some idols in your hand, you die. You didn't die in the state of Islam. You die. The Most High is angry at you. Do not die in a state where the Most High is angry at you or He has a problem with you. That's Islam. That's the real definition of Islam. Not the root definition. The root is submit. That's the root. But the real definition is shalom. To be perfect. Abraham was a Muslim. He practiced Islam. He was be perfect in the eyes of the Most High. Noah was a Muslim. Noah was shalom. Perfect in the eyes of the Most High. Noah, he got drunk. Didn't he get drunk? According to Genesis, Noah?
Yes.
Oh, that's not perfect. That's not perfect. Oh, that's not perfect. He did a sacrifice. It covered it up. He's perfect now. He's perfect in the eyes of the Most High. Because he knew what to do to get it off him. Now, another thing. I'm going to take this from you, Noah. You hear me?
Okay.
I know Sunnis say, no, how did Noah get drunk? Let me ask y'all a question. If you saw all the humanity die, all the humanity, all your friends, all of them jokers die, and you and a couple people, the only people on earth, wouldn't you want to drink too?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you be a little messed up? Like I would need a drink.
Yes,
Some people see one person die, and they need a drink, and they can't handle it. He saw all of humanity die. I don't care if he got drunk.
Right.
I'm not saying it like this. I don't care if he smoked weed. I don't care if I don't care if he did. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, all of humanity
You
did.
saw all of humanity die. Yes, you did. You go. Take a blunt. Okay, I'm not saying to do that, y'all. I'm not saying to do that. But go ahead, take a blunt. You need to rest. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine. That's stress, man. That's a lot of stress.
Yes, it is.
So I mean, that doesn't take away from his righteousness. What the world? That doesn't take away from his righteousness at all.
Exactly.
I mean, you lucky he didn't jump off a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Seeing everybody die, even if they were disbelievers, he probably had a lot of people that like he cared for in his heart.
Hmm. And then
Oh, beautiful. I like that word.
in addition to that, also what was going in that time was going on with him. He, in addition to the flood, he discovered some things about his family.
Yeah, his family. Yeah, his family. And oh yeah, and his wife was crazy.
Right.
His wife was crazy. Yes, he saw all of humanity, and his wife betrayed him.
You realize
What does
that
that
what
mean?
was not his
What does that
son.
mean? His wife betrayed him. It
Yeah.
said his wife betrayed him. Mm. We can look into that. Did his wife cheat on him?
I mean, correct me real good and correct me
Go
if I'm
ahead.
wrong, because I don't want to. Let me backtrack.
Go
I
ahead.
don't want to make the wrong statement. So, let
I
me.
said that was a question. I didn't say that happened. I said, did his wife cheat on him? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
because I had just made a statement that he discovered that one of the sons was not his son. So let me backtrack. With that.
Yes. Oh, yes. Remember? Oh, you want me to say it?
Well, there's a verse
Uh-huh.
that came from. I wanna
It's
always
in the Quran.
making those
It's in the
types of
Quran.
statements and use the verse to back that up, or back up
Yep.
something like that, because that's
In the Quran, Noah had a son, his extra son,
what
and
chapter.
the most I said, that ain't your son. Mm, maybe it wasn't. Then his wife betray him? Maybe it was. I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying it wasn't, but his son went to the mountains. Remember his son went to the mountains in the Quran? His son ran to the mountains to say it was like my son, my son. And the most I said, that ain't your son. Didn't it say that in the Quran? It said that ain't your son. Now we can interpret it as okay, he wasn't a believer, so that's not really your son, but it could have been literal that your wife, that's not that. You are not the father. Noah. It could have been that way. I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just talking. I'm sorry. I don't want to say nothing wrong. But I don't know if they read those verses yet. If they haven't read those verses, I probably sound crazy.
Right, that's why I'm trying to find the verses.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it. Is it in
All right.
El Quran?
But go ahead. You just like Google it. Try to Google it. All right. Now I'm not telling anybody in here to drink. No, we know. Don't. I'm not telling nobody to do nothing. I'm just saying they're gonna leave Noah alone. They're gonna leave Noah alone. Noah was going through a lot. Yeah, I thought he wasn't a believer either. Yeah, that's true. Or it could have been where it really was not his son. Because his wife betrayed him. I don't know how she betrayed him. I don't know if she went over to the disbelievers. I don't know if she cheated. And then the most high um stray. I don't know if he divorced her. I don't know what happened, but I know his wife betrayed him. She had a disloyalty. And that wasn't his baby. That was his son. All right. That's Jerry Springer. Oh yeah.
I was trying to find it. I'm trying to find the verse.
Yeah, we did. It was interesting. All right, third month. Let's look at some of the signs. Oh no, no, no. Oh yeah, we might need to talk about this. Abdullah. good opinion of the sister. No, then it's no Noah's wife is in hell. It says that in the Quran.
That's why I'm
Lot and Noah's wife. Lot and Noah's wife is written about negatively in the Quran. They betrayed their husband. They got destroyed and put in hell. Not there's two hells, okay? You got the hell fire on the day of judgment. It has not been kindled yet. And then you got in the book of Revelations, it talks about the souls coming out of hell, resurrected from hell. All right. Hades. That's what it said, because it's Greek. It's in the book of Revelations, like written in Greek. But yeah. All right. Allah says forth. Yes, there we go. I'm gonna put good. Here we go. Allah sets forth for those who disbelieve, for example, of the wife of Noah and the wife of Lot. They were under two righteous servants of ours, but they acted unfaithfully towards them. So I don't know if they cheated, and I don't know if they disbelieved. One of them. We know what happened to Lot's wife. We know she turned around, and we don't know her motives in her heart or why she turned around. I don't know if she had some friends or somebody. Her heart was connected to that city in some type of way. Okay, so they availed them not against Allah, and it was said to them, "Enter the fire." See that? Ye twain along with those who enter. So they went to the fire. That means it is a fire before the day of judgment. There is a type of hell. She's, I don't want to be them women. Okay. I didn't know she wrote that. Cool. Yeah. So they got done in. No, I'm sorry. You was about to say something, no? Thank you.
Thank you, brother. And I was also looking for the verse where Noah, peace be upon him, was having that moment when his son wouldn't get on the boat. Because that's when he was told he was spoken to about that son.
Right.
I'm trying to find it. If anybody has it.
Hold on. I got something.
Oh, that is.
Yeah. All right. So just look for that, and I'll keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in the third month, Isaac was born. Isaac was born on that same day, the 16th. He was born, Isaac. Judah was born on the 15th, and we got ayats. I mean, we got verses for all this. I'm just giving you a rough. On the 15th, Judah was born in this month. The temple, our temple was built, was started on in this month. And these are one of the 3 times the males are supposed to present themselves like a pilgrimage, a Hajj, 3 times a year. This is one of the 3 times a year that a Hajj is supposed to happen. Okay. I got a lot of stuff. Might be need a part 2 to this. I got a lot of stuff. All right, let's get it. Let's go to the sky. Let's get into the sky. Y'all ready to go to the sky? Y'all ready to go? Y'all ready to get deep?
Yes, sir. Really deep. Before we get deep, I just wanted to
go ahead.
I did find that verse.
Okay. You gonna share your screen?
Yes. Okay, so here we are. This might still sound distorted.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
And so it sailed with them amidst waves like hills. And Noah called to his son, who had kept away, "O my son, embark with us, and do not be with the disbelievers." He said, "I will take refuge on a mountain. It will protect me from the water." He said, "There is no protection from Allah's decree today. except for him on whom he has mercy. And the waves surged between them, and he was among the drowned. And it was said, O earth, swallow your waters, and O heaven, clear up. And the waters receded, and the event was concluded, and it settled on Judah, and it was proclaimed, away with the wicked people. And Noah called to his Lord and said, O my Lord, my son is of my family, and your promise is true, and you are the wisest of the wise. He said, O Noah, he is not of your family. It is an unrighteous deed. So do not ask me about something you know nothing about.
Wow, he don't. Wow, he don't. Wow, go
lest,
ahead.
lest you be one of the ignorant.
Ooh.
He said, O my Lord, I seek refuge with you from asking you about what I have no knowledge of. Unless you forgive me and have mercy on me, I will be one of the losers.
Pause it, because that's oof. That, I mean, that, yeah. We know we'll take it. We'll take it as, yeah, he is not
It
of
says it
your
right here. It
family.
says, and Noah called to his Lord and said, O my Lord, my son is of my family, and your promise is true.
Hmm.
And you are the wisest of the wise. He said, O Noah, he is not of your family.
He's not your family.
An unrighteous deed.
Pause it. It says right there, he is not your family, of your family. Hmm. That's interesting. I don't know. That's up in there. That's interesting.
So that's where okay.
Poor Noah.
Okay, that's it. I just wanted to show that verse.
Yeah. All right, let's go deep. All right, so we talked about the 16th. We're gonna do some math. Uh-oh. Hope I didn't mess it up. I could just go back. All right. So we learned that Abraham he did a festival the middle of the month. Noah, he went up to the Most High the middle of the month, and then further into that those verses, they did a sacrifice at the bottom of the mountain, the edge of the mountain. All right. So we're looking at the middle of the month, 16th day. So I did the math for you already. So the 20th is the first day of the third month. We already talked about the first month, Abib. We talked about the star by the star. We talked about the second month, Ziph. Now we're going into the third month, the 20th. We count all the way up until the 16th. We get June the 4th. We get June the 4th. Now, what happens in the sky during this time? Now, I explained this before about the horns, but we're going to go a little deeper. We're going to go deeper. I'm sharing my screen. Please pay attention. We're going to go a little deeper. All right, let's start off with this. We'll start off with this. All right, Noah, can you see everything?
Yes.
Is it just one? Is it just one PowerPoint screen, or is it showing two? It's showing one?
I see one PowerPoint.
Good. Could you read that? Just to start us off.
Okay. Let me make my screen bigger. It says Quran 9:36. Lo, the number of the months with Allah is 12 months, by Allah's ordinance, in the day that He created the heavens and the earth. 4 of them are sacred, That is the right religion.
Pause it. Read that again. That is the what?
That is the right religion.
All right. So our religion is connected to those 4 sacred months. The religion is Islam. So Islam is these 4 sacred months. That's what Islam is. Keep going.
So wrong not yourselves in them.
Okay, so these sacred months, we're not supposed to be acting a fool. We're not supposed to wrong ourselves in these months. We're supposed to be on our best behavior. Keep going.
And wage war on all the idolaters.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up. Let me finish it. You're breaking up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And wage war on all of the idolaters as they are waging war on all of you. And know that Allah is with those who keep their duty unto him. All right. All right, let me go to the next one. Here we go. Come on. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. One second, y'all. There we go. All right, constellation. Now, this is not, it's not astrology. All right. We're dealing with the constellations. The Quran, there's a chapter in the Quran called the Constellations. The Constellations, chapter 85. In the name of God, the gracious, the merciful, by the sky with the constellations. All right, so this is not any type of magic or anything like that. I want to make that clear. Sacred months. First month of Bib, we know about that. Third month, Ahda, we're going to talk about that. Ramadan and Ethanim. Now, what is Ahda? Ahda means, in the Quranic Arabic, it means covenant. In Arabic, you can see the Arabic. I got it from the Quran corpus. This is how it looks in the Arabic.
Real quick question.
You can go to the Quran corpus. You can look this ayat, this surah and this ayat. Who break the covenant of Allah after contracting it, and severe that which Allah has ordered to be joined and cause corruption on the earth, it is those who are the losers. That is the word covenant. I want you to remember this. Look at it. Remember it. Okay. Here, this is the Arabic for his covenant. Don't worry about this little dot right here. I couldn't get that off. That is not a part of Arabic. But this right here means his covenant. You can see the little circle right there. Nari, what is that circle called?
We don't see the slide.
Nor.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
What is that circle called?
Are you referring to something on the slide? Can you hear me?
Can I be heard? Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Make sure I could be heard. Oh, hello. Can I be heard?
Yes, you can be heard.
Oh man, I was talking. I think I muted myself. Let me go back.
But we don't see the
Hello?
slide.
You don't see the slides anymore? Okay, hold on. I was going and going. Hold on. Let's see. Can you see it now?
Like we see.
Still can't see it?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you see the slides?
Yes, but they're not moving.
Okay. Cool. Give me 1 second. I'm on a new computer. All right, does it say sacred months?
No, we still see the verse from the Quran.
All right, let me stop sharing. Let me stop sharing and share it again. 1 second, y'all. Okay, I see what happened. Too much stuff. All right, I'm sharing my screen. All right, so we should be good now. Okay. All right, let me know if it's moving. Did it move the constellations?
Yes.
Good. All right, we're good now. All right, did you hear the part about constellations?
Yes, I did.
All right, did you hear the part about the sacred months?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so I'll start here. All right, so in the Quran, Ahda means covenant. All right, and make sure you remember this is the Arabic right here. Look at the Arabic. This is the Arabic for covenant in the Quran. Here's the surah, covenant. All right, so Arabic word. Now, this is the Arabic for his covenant. Not now, this dot doesn't mean anything. I couldn't remove this dot, so that means nothing. All right, it's right here. Look at this. All right, Nur Jihan,
Yes.
what does this mean right here? This little circle thing.
Which the
Can you see?
right here.
Yes. What is that? What is that in Arabic? If you don't know, say I don't know. It's all right.
Certain thing means to stop, right?
Say it again.
Stress is a stress.
So this is the stress. It means stressing. It's stressing the word, right? Okay. All right. We'll come back to that. Look at the shape. Now, right here, this is June the 3rd. June the 3rd. You see the sun. The sun is not completely in the horns of Taurus. June the 4th, the sun, and that's the 16th day, is completely in the horns of Taurus. Check this out. Right here, you see the horns. I'm circling the horns in red. The horn circled in red. You got the two flaps. You see the two flaps? Flap right there, flap right there.
Yes.
All right. And then well, different pictures look different. Then this right here is his covenant. This little circle is the sun. This means covenant. All right. This is the same thing that's in the sky during the 16th. On the 16th of the 3rd month, the sun goes into Taurus.
That is
The bull. And it looks just like the word covenant, Ahda, written in the sky. There's another element to this as well. It's another element to this as well. And I don't know if I want to go into this other element, but I'm probably gonna have to go into the other element. All right. So The word in Arabic covenant is in the sky. The Most High put it in the sky. Now, I hope I'm not. Am I going to? This probably going to be really deep. All right. So right here, this little thing right here, this is an instrument called a goad that pokes the ox. This is the ox. These are the horns of the ox. This is the body. This is the baggage or whatever he's having on his back, and this is the gold that's poking it. And I'm going to show you let me go back and show you some stressors. Show you the stressors. All right, here we go. Now, Noor, what is this? What is this above this letter right here? What is that? What does that mean?
Above which one?
Above which one?
Can you see my cursor?
No, I don't see your cursor.
What is above the two flaps right here?
Okay.
Okay.
That means to stop right there.
Stop right there.
Man, I wish your microphone is not.
Can brother come here for a minute? Let's see if it's sound.
I don't know. Do he know? I don't know how much Arabic he know like that. You already went through this, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't mind, but I'm saying, what is it? That's a stressor, right? What? Talk to me.
Yeah. So that's that. What is that? That tells us to kind of stop right there, or that sound. All right.
I'm sorry, you breaking up. So dang, you're breaking up. All right. You're breaking up, so don't worry about it. You're breaking up. Thank you though. All right. So during this time, it's a coincidence that we have the actual word covenant in the sky. And that word is Ahda. And it means covenant. So 200 years from now, our kids can look at the Arabic and they can see in the sky, they can see his covenant in the sky, written in the sky. The two flaps, the horns, and it is gonna go deeper because we got an ox goad right here, poking the ox or the bull. An ox and a bull is the same thing. An ox is a castrated bull. All right. And it goes deeper as well, but I'm not gonna go there today. I'm probably not gonna go there today. It goes even deeper.
You said that ox is a castrated bull?
Yes, oxen. All right. Another thing. Let me add to it. Another thing. Give me a second. A bull or oxen is used to remove sin from the priest. If a priest does something against Israel, the priest has to sacrifice a bull, the blood of a bull, to sanctify the altar, to prepare for the sacrifices. If you want to renew the covenant and you will prepare for the sacrifices to renew the covenant, the bull blood has to cleanse the altar and the utensils. The bull's blood. And that's connected to the month as well. The 16th day of that month. Go ahead.
I just had an aha moment on something.
Go ahead.
So Isa said in his hadith about told some of the Israelites or one of the followers it's not good to kick against the gold.
Yes. Oh, you want to get into that?
Well,
I ain't want to get into it, but I get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay. I didn't necessarily. I just had this moment, aha moment or something when you said that an ox is.
I mean, the thing about it, I want to get into it, but you kind of like
what?
your microphone is jacked up.
Yeah, that's all I said. Ask Brother Karina to me. He's my sound in the story.
Yeah, he can come on up. He can come on up. But can you go out and come back in?
I just want to make this quick aha moment that I had. You said when you said that an ox is a castrated bull. When Esau upon him came to all tribes of Israel, and then Esau comes in. How?
Oh no, you breaking out. You breaking up. This would be perfect if you wasn't breaking up.
And then
go out and come back in.
Because I want you guys to put ox.
No, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. No, you're breaking up.
Let me leave out.
Yeah, leave out and come back in. All right. So she'll come back in. All right. So it's written, and I'm gonna go deeper. Let me see what we got. Okay. All right. So it's written in the sky. We know about the fish. Now we're gonna learn about the oxen or the bull. Let me share my screen. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Oh, she need a link. Hold on 1 second. All right, there's the link. All right, I'm sharing my screen again. All right, so that's why we're going to use the word Ahda, because it is connected and it is written in the heavens. Like I said before, hold on, let me add her.
Assalamualaikum.
All right, I think you sound better. Say something.
Hello, can you hear me?
You're good. Alhamdulillah.
Okay. I just realized what happened. I had my other screen up.
Okay, cool. All right, what would you about to say?
No, what I was saying is that when Esau said, peace be upon him, said to some of the children of Israel in his hadith that it's not good or it's a mute point to kick against the goad, right?
That's right.
And we know that a goad is the poker that pokes the ox. But the aha moment that I had is that is that is when we think about the tribe of the children of Israel and lost. He said he came to the lost tribe of Israel, right?
Yes.
So when we became lost, we became not like a bull. We became more like an ox.
Oh, true.
Then you said that an ox is a castrated,
yes,
a castrated bull or castrated bull.
Yes.
Right. So if you think about a bull, you can't control a bull. Bulls are powerful big creatures. Okay, they can't be controlled. When we look at the book of Enoch, some of the prophets, peace be upon them, were represented as a bull. We had there was white bulls and black bulls, but they were represented as bulls.
Correct.
But when we lost our way, we became castrated. It's almost like we became castrated, like an ox. So
Correct.
Esau said to them, "It's a moot point to kick against the gold." And so Esau has to get those oxen back in line.
That's
He
deep.
has to poke them and get them back in line because they're not bulls.
Right.
They're ox.
Right. And it says what will be like calves in a stall.
Would be like calves in a stall. So like that terminology is a little different than when the book of Enoch talks about the prophets. Jacob, peace be upon him, is referred to as a bull, right? Isn't he referred to as a bull in the
Yep.
in Enoch?
Yep.
Isaac, peace be upon him, Abraham, peace be upon them. They were referred to as bulls.
Correct.
And we are their children. But we're not
Right.
mighty like a bull because we didn't do what we're supposed to do. We're like oxes.
Right. That's deep. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So, what is the symbol? What is the symbol of IHR? We haven't talked about this.
The long.
No, I don't know if people have noticed it.
No,
What's the symbol?
The long symbol. The letter long.
Right. What is the pictograph? No, look on the lion's forehead. What's the pictograph of the letter long?
The pictograph of the letter long is gold.
That's right. Right. It's a
It
gold. Ox gold.
So they can see it because I don't want them to think we just started.
No, they know what we're talking about. They know what we're talking. They got it.
They just seen the pictograph.
What do you mean?
The Hebrew. I'll pull it up.
No. You can pull it up if you want to, but I'm saying I think they seen it before.
Oh, they didn't see it.
All right. Yeah, that's a whole. That's a whole nother booger. But, I wanted to check, but that's a whole nother booger. All right, so. All right. So yeah. So the symbol, the letter lam, is an ox gold. It's an ox gold. And if you look at Ahda or covenant, it looks like a gold poking an ox.
I have it up.
And let me show them this because you didn't get it until I showed you this. Hold on.
Right. Can I show them the pictograph?
Yes.
Okay.
Show that, and then I want you to remember that picture I showed you of the ox gold. I think I sent it to your phone of the guy poking the ox.
Right. All right. So here is the letter long, and the letter. That's a pictograph, but the letter long. Here's the pictograph for it. So
It means yep. It means the staff, the rod, the gold.
So lam, there's the pictograph of the letter lam, or lamed in Hebrew, and the pictograph is a gold or a staff that controls.
And what it does, it pokes the stubborn ox. It pokes the stubborn ox where they don't want to go. An ox, the ox would just sit there, and you got to take a stick and poke it, and it'll go. But if you can't, you just push out. The ox is so stubborn. So a goal is used. The word lamb means to teach, to learn, to teach. An expert teacher. Teaching, learning, teaching. A teaching, expert teacher. All right. So it's written in the sky. I don't know. I don't want. Should I go deeper? No. I don't know. Should I just wait? I don't want to go deep.
And that's it. That information right
Good
there
Lord.
is pretty heavy within itself because then it's pretty heavy.
I'll leave it for them to research. But go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nora. What you about to say?
No, I was just saying that with the letter itself is pretty heavy because on the Easter so-called tomb.
Hold on, I gotta make sure they still awake. Hold on. We talking this deep stuff. They gotta be awake. Are y'all awake?
Put a one in the chat.
We talking
we put a one in the chat.
Okay. All right. So on let's go on.
You want me to show Issa's tomb real quick?
Go ahead and show Issa's tomb. On Issa's family tomb. That's on the tomb. Now I'm not saying Issa was up in there.
Yeah, we know he wasn't.
But that symbol was there on his tomb, but it was the Greek version. It was lambda. It was lambda.
Right, I'm going to share my screen.
I wanted to do one like a whole class just on that.
I know.
But now you done got me in it. I want to do one just on that. All right, so that's the lambda. That's the lambda.
This is the tomb of Issa's family that they found in Israel. And here is the Greek letter lambda.
Lambda. And can you go to the Greek?
Oh, you want to find Greek? Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me find let me put up the Greek alphabet.
So Issa's people from back in the day, use a similar symbol. Same thing. They use the same symbol, just in the Greek, lambda. It was on the tomb, and you can watch the documentary. It's a pretty good documentary.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen one more time.
Be quiet, Caprice. Yeah, she banned too. I was just playing. I didn't mean it like that.
All right, so here is lambda.
That's the lambda right there.
Remember, at that time,
so they use the Greek variation.
So back to the tomb, lambda. Back to the alphabet, lambda.
The lambda. That's right.
And
all right, so now it's written in the sky. The ox gold. Okay. Am I making sense, no? Is it making sense? I don't want to go too deep.
Yeah, you're making sense. And I just want to ask you one more question related to this, and then I know we need to get back to the third month, learning about the third month.
This is the third month.
Okay.
This is talking about third month.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just want to get back to this. Let me ask you a quick question. Since Sister Capri said it and asked that question in the chat. Your first name, what does your first name mean?
Okay, Noah. All right.
No.
I wanted to make a whole show. Go ahead, Noah. What you say?
The reason why I asked is because you were named that, right? And your parents named you that name.
My father.
Your father named you that name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First name. Yes. First name means that. Last name means that.
What is your name? Okay. So I mean, who's asking you?
All right. Let's do. All right. Malmad, M-A-L-M-A-D, means ox gold. That's what it means. Boom.
And Kentron also means ox gold.
Yeah, it means gold to gold. Yep.
Gold.
So it means both of the names mean the same thing.
Okay.
So yes, Malmad means ox gold.
To prick. That's right.
Yeah, or to gold.
And he was born. His parents. His father was given that name. His father was given that name to name him that.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't a name he gave to himself.
Yeah, now the Malmad thing, that was that I changed my name. That was it. A birth name.
And how did
Mama.
you go about changing your name to Mahmud?
Legally.
Well, I understand that part, but how did you get that name?
Inspiration.
Mm.
This is before all of this. All of this is new stuff. This is all this new. When I get stuff, I share it. This is new stuff. I didn't know this last year. I didn't know about the covenant is all in the sky. I didn't know about that star. This is new stuff this year.
So
All
just
right?
go ahead, and then I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah. No, don't leave it alone. You don't open up a can now.
So just so I'm understanding,
Go ahead.
your father was inspired to choose King, which means gold, which is the prick, the ox gold, and you were inspired to change your last name to Mahmud.
I don't know if he was inspired or nothing like that, but I know yes, Mama, yes.
I mean, yeah, all parents are inspired by something to name their child something. Everybody gets some inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay.
But yes, Malmai Ox Gold. And Malmai goes even deeper. Because you got all right, you got MAD, MADH.
Okay.
MADH is a variation of like praise to praise, but it's a different type of praise. Like Muhammad, his root, the root of his name means to praise, but it's a different type of praise. You got, how can I explain this? You got praise because you did something, and you got praise because you didn't do anything. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You see what I'm saying, Paul?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So in Arabic, mod is two different kinds of praising.
So Maud is Rasulullah Sallam's name.
Go ahead.
His name, I think Brother Rashid put it in the chat. Does it mean praiseworthy?
Yes, it's a type of praise.
And Mahmud, does it mean praiseworthy?
No, mod means praise, but it's not the same type of praise. It's a different type of praise.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
So it doesn't mean praiseworthy, Maud.
No, okay. All right. HAMD. Hamda.
Yes.
That means praise.
Right.
Mod means praise too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a different kind of praise.
Different type of praise. Mm-hmm.
Like you say, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Praise too.
That's praise.
Yes.
That's the hamd praise.
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to freestyle. I was ready to go into the mod and stuff like that. But mod means like an adoration.
Mm-hmm.
Amd means a pure praise.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you walk past a car and you like the way the car looks.
Right.
That's mod. That's a type of praise.
Gotcha. It's not.
Does that make sense?
Right. So your name and Rasulullah Sallam's name, it has the theme of praiseworthiness in it, but it's not like praise like Allah is praised and only to be praised. But
hamd would be a stronger praise.
Right. But yours is your name and Rasulullah Sallam's names are similar in the sense of
in the praise part, yeah.
Yes.
And just that last part.
Yes.
But Malma is not like Arabic. It's not Arabic now.
No, your name is
mod is Arabic, but it's not. Malma is not Arabic.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Because your name is as a Hebrew.
Yeah. Malma is Hebrew.
Yes.
Ox gold.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got. Let's go into it. Ox gold. You got ox gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go deep. Let's go deep. You got the ox. You got the gold.
Mm-hmm.
What is ox in the alphabet? The Hebrew alphabet. What is ox?
Let me pull it back up again. So I was just looking at it. I think it's Aleph.
Let's go deep.
But let me pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. Let's pull it up. Okay. And yep, and I'll share my screen again. Okay. All right. So here is
Pause for a second. All right. So mod is praising someone's good qualities. I'm looking at I looked it up. But does it necessarily imply anything about the feelings or state of the person giving praise? Is praising someone's good qualities. Whatever that means.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like gratitude.
Right. Praising someone's good qualities.
Yes.
Mm.
But it's not like a gratitude. It's like praising someone's good qualities.
Mm. Now,
But does it necessarily imply anything about the feelings or state of the person giving the praise? So, gotcha. I get it. So, I could say, I can praise something,
mm-hmm.
but not have feelings or not even express the feelings
Mm-hmm.
for the thing that I'm praising.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But hamd is for Allah.
Mm-hmm.
Is more than simple acknowledgement of his excellency and goodness. Oh, got it.
Mm-hmm.
So hamd is more.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, gotcha.
Ultimate praise.
It express of praise made with love, reverence, honor. Yeah, because if I walk past something, I say, "Man, that looks good."
Mm-hmm.
It's not that deep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But mod is a type of praise.
Mm-hmm.
So mod is used for living beings that do some act of excellence by deliberate choice, while mod also encompasses those who are not alive as well as animate object. Okay. Oh,
I'll stop sharing my screen.
so you could praise somebody for some stuff that they did,
right?
For excellency, for something that they did. Mod. All right, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. But I'm gonna start sharing my screen. But I did pull up. And then there's the ox. There's Aleph.
Pause.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What does mal mean? Not in English.
Right.
We'll get on that later. All right, so look, we got the ox, strength leader ox. We got the gold. So you got Alif Lamed. You put those together. Ox, gold, Alif Lamed. All right, so how do you write Aleph? You can write Aleph or you can write Aleph. How do you write that? You can write it with an E.
Mm-hmm.
You can write it with an A. How do you write
Lamed?
How do you write Lamed?
You can do
right
Al,
with L, right?
You can do Al, or you can in the Hebrew is L.
L. Michael L. Michael got L at the end of his name. Gabriel got L or L. L. You get L as well.
Like you all can see me typing that.
Michael L. L. They ain't just got L at the end of their name. Yes. Or the what they call them, the Moors. You got the males, all right? Got the L at the end of their name. All right.
Israel.
Got the L's. So you can get that. All right.
And on Ezekiel.
Yep, L. So that's something else that's kind of interesting. That's connected to the third month.
Yeah.
All of that's connected to the third month.
When you go back to that slide and show the ox again. I mean the bull.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta get used to this computer. I got this high-tech computer.
I know we kind of off task.
So what?
I know it kind of took us off, started a little bit. I apologize for that.
Oh, we good.
Kind of matched up with where we were going with it a little bit.
All right, so we're here. I mean, it is. Listen, it's more to it too. I got it. It's even more. So all right, so right here we got the sun. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can see the screen.
So you can see the ox, right?
Yes.
Now this is a gold.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's golds that are just a stick and a point. All right, but this is a gold.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see it right here. You see the gold. You see the gold.
Yes.
See the hook. See the hook, and it's poking the ox.
Yes.
That's why I was asking you. Tell me if you can see it change, okay?
Okay.
Can you see it change?
Yes, we can see it change.
All right. I was asking you, what are these little things above it?
Those are like, well, that now these, you mean the little lines?
Yes.
Those are the
What is this line?
Those are vowels. The fata tells you.
All right. So this shows vowels.
Yeah.
All right. And what is this? This shows what?
This is like a stress source.
Right. So pay attention. Listen. So the ox gold is poking the ox, and this is the stressor. This is where the pain is at. This is where the poke is at. See the stressor?
That's deep.
This is a stressor, right?
Right.
So if I poke you in your back, that's where you're gonna say, ah.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That's the stressor. You got the vowels. If I got an ox gold in my hand and I'm like,
right.
That's the vowels.
Right.
I'm pushing. I'm like, that's the vowels. Then you got another vowel here. The ox is gonna make a sound. Once he get poked, he's gonna be like, he's gonna move. He's gonna make a sound.
Right.
I know that might have been a little too deep.
I mean, that actually makes sense.
It makes sense. Does it make sense? Let me. All right. So remember the stressors. This right here don't have the stressors. Remember the stressors. Boom. The ox goal is poking ox. The pain is gonna be right there, stressor above, and the ox is gonna be like, oh,
yeah.
Stressor here, vowel here, moo, vowel here, then you got the stressor here, where the ox is getting poked.
Right.
Then you got the sun, this circle right here, his covenant. So ox gold means Malmad, or it means cattle gold, and it's written in the sky, and it means covenant. And on the 16th day, that's when the sun enters into the horns of Taurus.
Because Esau came to fulfill the covenant.
All right. Does that make sense?
Yes.
A goad is a sharp point stick for urging on cattle.
Yes.
All right. I wanted to deal with this in a separate one, but I guess we already started. So right here, you see Greek? Look at that. Look down here in the Greek. Can you see it?
Let me make my screen bigger.
You see Lam in the Greek?
I need to make my screen bigger so I can see it better.
Do I need to make it bigger?
Screen.
Do I need to make my screen bigger?
No, it's mine. I just have to click on it.
So this right here, the lambda in Greek was on Esau's family tomb. It was on his family tomb.
The
and it goes deeper. But we ain't gonna go. We ain't gonna go crazy.
Right.
It goes deeper. All right, so that is a sign in the middle of the month That's the feast of first fruit.
And that sign in the sky happens every year mathematically.
Mathematically, every year the sun goes into those horns
On the
on
16th.
that same day. It goes into those horns. And a lot of the ancient people, like the pharaohs and stuff like that, they corrupted it now. They corrupted it. But you know, this is for all mankind. So they probably had it. The Egyptians and Babylonians, they probably had this, but they corrupted it. So you can see a lot of the rulers, they will have the horn with the sun inside the horn. The little crown, the horn and the sun inside the crown,
Mm-hmm.
the sun disc inside the horns. Yeah, I think originally it was like this what it was for, and I think they corrupted it.
I mean, and the crazy thing about this is you can't make this up because the fourth month, which is the Ramadan, on the first day of the month of Ramadan is when you have the longest day of the year.
Yes.
That is it's called the summer. I'll tell you exactly what it's called. It's called the Summer Solstice. That's on June the 21st. I think it's the
Right.
Summer Solstice. But that's the first day of Ramadan. I mean, you can't make this up. It's like mathematically
Uh-oh.
nothing that anybody.
Hold on. You break it up again.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. Maybe it's time. Maybe I just need to be quiet.
You're good. Do you have anything up? They're not supposed to be up?
No, I turned off the other room.
Okay. All right. I hope I didn't go too deep. I ain't want to go that deep. Hope I ain't go too deep. But go ahead. What you saying, Nora? Maybe we're not supposed to be on the same. Okay. All right. So IHOI, that stuff like that is going to be remembered. So the calendar will be preserved forever. Inshallah. No more cross. No more pagan cross. No more pagan crescent. No more pagan star of Moloch to
Even the
teach and to learn. Expert teachers. We're expert teachers.
I mean, just even,
Ulema. What is ulema? Ulema. Scholar. Ulema. Teachers.
I mean, just even.
Learn people. Ulema. Lamb. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I was just piggybacking on the comment that Brother Abdullah just made about the colors, the blue, the border of blue, the star. That's the star that taught is blue.
That's right.
I mean, so all of these things is in remember. All of these things should be reminders for us, and inshallah, be reminders even when we're gone, for future generations, like so that inshallah we won't forget. We
Exactly.
won't forget again.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of signs. No more paganism. All right. No, you got any questions? Anybody got any questions or anything I want to say? Hope I didn't turn anybody off. It is what it is. Yes, Nike. Yeah, we don't wear Nike. No. Yep. We don't wear no Nike. All right. So the this is my opinion. The best time to do your 10 days, if you want to do your 10 days, it's probably in this month. I'm probably gonna do my 10 days around the 16th. The 16th, I'm gonna cook out, have a little cookout. Because a lot of activity happened in the scriptures around the third month. A lot of things happen. That's when Abraham, he made his covenant with the Most High. Noah made his covenant with the Most High. Children of Israel, we renew our covenant. Let's go to Exodus 19:1. Noah, if you're there, can we go to Exodus 19:1?
Okay. Exodus 19:1. All right. Let me share my screen. All right. Exodus 19. All right. Here we go. All right. It says, in the third month, on the same day of the month, and the Israelites had left the land of Egypt. They came to the wilderness of Sinai. They had set out for Rephidim. They entered into wilderness of Sinai, and Israel camped there in front of the mountain.
Pause it. So in the third month, that's when we camped in front of the mountain. The Most High taught us, and we agreed on the covenant. Keep going. In that third month, keep going.
Then Moses went up to God, and the Lord called to him from the mountain. This is what you are to tell the house of Jacob and explain to the sons of Israel.
Now, is this when he went up the final time to get the tablets? No. Go ahead.
You have seen for yourselves what I did to Egypt, and how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, you will be my treasured possession.
Pause it. Look at that. Keep what? My covenant. See that?
Mhm.
My covenant. That's the sign in the sky. My covenant. Keep going.
You will be my treasured possession out of all the nations, for the whole earth is mine. And unto me you shall be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation.
Pause it. That's why everybody and their mama are preachers in Israel. We all run around wanting to be preachers and stuff. Even the hardest of the hardest dudes, they become preachers. Cause we are a kingdom of priests. All of us, we all a kingdom of priests.
These are the
Keep going.
words that you are to speak to the Israelites. So Moses went back and summoned the elders of the people and set before them all these words that the Lord had commanded them. And all the people answered together, we will do everything that the Lord has spoken.
Boom. We made our covenant. That's not the 16th day. We did the sacrifices on the 16th day and stuff like that. All right. Yeah, my computer is about to die soon. So we're gonna wrap it up. Cause this computer has a short life. All right. So Noah, any questions? Anybody else any questions?
No, just are real good information. So we know in this month we have the 16th day, which is the feast of first fruits, and it's the day that the children of Israel made the covenant.
Well, that's when they did like the sacrifices and stuff. But they made the covenant before the 16th. They said, I hear, we hear and we obey, and like, that part right there we just read.
Mm-hmm.
That was before the 16th. But we made the covenant in this month. We agreed first, and then we did the sacrifices to seal it up on the 16th day.
And just one more question related to Moses before we end. Did Moses start fasting yet?
No, the fasting it happens in the 4th. Well,
Okay.
it happens the end of this month, going
Okay.
into the 4th.
Into the fourth, because he fasted for the 40 days.
40 days. Yep.
Okay.
So he did 30 in Ramadan, and he did like around 10
In the third month.
in the 3rd month.
Okay.
We'll order to do Ramadan. That's like 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
But now another thing, I want to say this. Listen, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I think this is the last thing, inshallah. Jesus, John the Baptist, when he was baptizing people, before, was it in the wintertime or was it in the summertime when John the Baptist was baptizing people? Help him out, Noah. John the Baptist baptizing people before Easter came.
Summertime.
Right. You don't baptize people and it's cold. After John the Baptist baptized Easter, where did he go, Noah?
He went
Where
to
did he go?
he went up to the mountains. He fasted for
Not the mountains. He went into the wilderness
the wilderness.
to fast. So now, season, they were baptized. You got pools that are open. He baptizing, pools open. So this is summertime. So Easter did 40 days of fasting around the summertime. So he did Ramadan too. Because John the Baptist is not going to be out there. They're not, the Negroes are not going to be out there in no cold getting baptized. It's summertime. It's hot.
And
The pools are open.
just for clarification, the weather in Israel is very similar to here, correct?
Yes, it's on the same. Well, Georgia, it's on the same like latitude of like Georgia, around Georgia. So yes,
So they had
weather is not like different like that.
so they had 4 seasons.
Mhm. All right. So Isa, peace be upon him, he did the 40 days. He did the Ramadan. Moses did Ramadan in the same season. All right. All right, y'all. I hope go back, write some of this stuff down, look it up. And I'll see you all next week. And see some of you all on Facebook. So thank you, Noah. Have a wonderful Sabbath, okay?
All righty. You too. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.